Are you interested in buying or selling a home in the Waterleigh community of Winter Garden, Florida? If so, this video is for you. My name is Amy Brown. I'm a realtor here in Central Florida. If you're looking to buy or sell a home in the Orlando area, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I would love to assist you. Now let's take a look at what happened in Waterleigh based on the April 2025 numbers. I'm going to give you sort of the summary of what happened, and then I'll show you graphs in case you're a visual person like I am. So let's dive into the data. Right now in Waterleigh, there are 38 active single-family homes. 3 of those are new construction, and as you may be aware, Phase 5, the final phase of Waterleigh, is selling right now. 12 single-family homes sold in Waterleigh in April. 1 of those was new construction. The median sale price was $730,000. That's for existing homes. That's excluding new construction. The sales price per square foot, which is a really important metric, was $253.11. It took, on the median days to get a contract, it took 45 days. Right now in Waterleigh, there are 17 pending homes about to go to closing. 4 out of the 17 are new construction. So 4 out of the 13, that's 31% of the existing homes that are under contract and are pending, had at least one price reduction before obtaining a contract. That's much better than last month when it was 66% of the pending listings had at least one or more price reduction before getting a contract. This shows me the data that sellers are pricing their homes more in line with the market. Now let's take a look at this data, but in a graph form, and look for trends that we can see. We're going to start with the Waterleigh existing single-family home median sale price. As you can see from this chart, it is $730,000. That, at first glance, looks like a major increase from March when we were looking at $592,000. However, what you really are seeing here is just the types of homes, the sizes, the square footage of the homes that sold in these months. So March, some of the smaller 3-bedroom, 2-bath homes in Waterleigh, there were more of those sales. And in April, there were some of the larger sales, which is why looking at the sale price per square footage is really important. And you also have to look at the particular homes, whether they are, for example, lakefront or they have a pool. Also is a big factor in the sales price. I'm going to show you a second graph on the median sale prices just so you have more of a historical reference. And you can see that even though the 730 in April looks really unique, if you look back to the end of last year, September, October, November, December, you'll see that it was trending higher. And really, January and February and March were a little bit of a disappointment, but it looks like we're back on track. Looking at the existing single-family home median days to contract, in April we saw 45 as the median days to get a contract. That's up double what we were looking at in February and March, so that is not a trend that is good news for the sellers. However, if you look back at December of 2024 and January, we had some really high median days to contract. So 45 isn't good news, but we'll certainly be keeping an eye on that. The Waterleigh existing single home sales, we had 11 single-family homes go to closing in April, which is higher than we've seen in several months. If you want to look back, for example, in February, we only had 5 single-family homes go to closing, which is a very low number given the amount of homes in Waterleigh. So we are on an upward trend and hoping that that will continue. Looking at the inventory, this is really important metric for both buyers and sellers. For sellers, this is going to let you know what to expect as far as competition. There are 35 existing single-family homes right now for sale in Waterleigh, which is the highest that it's been in the last 7 months. So if you are a seller, you need to bring your A game because you have a fair amount of competition. For buyers, this is good news on two fronts. You have more homes to choose from, and also it's more likely that you could get some seller concessions given the amount of inventory. And this is a trend that we will definitely keep an eye on. Not a trend that we want to see continue to increase. You want inventory really in a balanced level, and this right here really is skewed toward buyers. Thank you for watching.